On you?
Oh, don't mind. Big up Rowan.
Go for it.
6 years old today.
Big Rowan.
You ready now?
Yeah.
Today. Right, hold on.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Right, ready, gents?
It's a ledge.
And we're live.
Big up Rowan.
Real as it gets podcast, episode 3. Today I have on with me Richy Dan, the fittest man in Barbados.
Yeah.
He has made it to the CrossFit Games. He's an old school friend from a childhood. And we have Sean Grealish, base life coaching if you want to add him. He's a gym owner, a friend, and a mentor to me for many years now. Lovely to have you both on. Gents,
Yes.
what are you saying?
Thanks for having us, mate.
Mate, my pleasure, my pleasure. Do you want to go straight in the mix? Question number 1, how do we all meet? We can rabbit on with this for time. Let's go.
Our road.
Harrow Road.
Our road.
Horror Road.
Arrow road.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Nah, so Harrow Road is
Cost
the area
cutters.
we was
That's
from.
what. That's it. We met at
And,
cost cutters.
So I think I knew Richie a lot longer than Sean, because you was over the area from me. He was in Hallfield Estate, and I met you through Solomon. Right.
Yeah.
And I knew you when it was LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Used to see him in LA Fitness doing, you know, the kipping pull-ups.
Yeah.
I thought he was having a stroke or something. I didn't know what he was doing. And then he turned out to be one of the fittest in Barbados. So yeah, I've known him quite a long time. And then I didn't see you for like many years.
Tell a lie, I was one of the strongest people in your area. Mate. There's a few people, I'm not going to say their names.
Go on.
You know what I mean? I'm not
Same
gonna
with
Say
the
their
finger.
name, say their name.
I'm not saying
Oh,
I'm
you should,
not
wait,
gonna-
hold on, disclaimer
Listen,
before we
listen.
start.
I know,
You're allowed
we've got
to swear, you're allowed to
disclaimers.
say whatever you
I'm
want.
not going to
This is
say
my
his name,
podcast.
but he knows every carnival I was the best, I was the fittest.
Who was that?
I've never heard of
Method.
it. Come on.
We sound like Messi. And Sean, I met up with you when I first joined Training House Gym, which was the first gym you owned. On to number 2 soon, stay tuned on that one. And I hadn't seen Richie for a few years, and I saw you training in there. You was already PTing, you know?
What did I do? I think I done. What was it?
I remember it as you came in.
I came in and asked to do some workouts.
Yeah, you came in to film a workout.
Yeah,
There was a couple of you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this geezer can move.
Yeah. And my intro to Sean's gym was me and 2 mates of mine at the time, Jamie and James. We had gone in because we had finished a bulk, and we were all fat bastards pretty much from the last gym we was at in Kilburn. And we heard that Sean was doing these, like, we didn't know what CrossFit was, we didn't know it at the time, we just heard Sean was doing circuits. Sean's doing mad circuits down the gym, will get you trimmed sort of thing. So we walked in, and Jamie and James knew him. I knew of him because my sister knows him and stuff like that. So when we first walked in, do you remember that day? All of us were shook to go and speak to him. I was like, no,
If
you
they
speak
had
to him.
tails, it was between their legs.
And he's like, oh no, talk to him, get a workout for us, because I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know about all this circuit stuff. And I think Jamie come up to you and said, Sean, sort us out. Like, we're all coming off this bolt, we're all fat, we need to get in shape. And I think the workout was, you give us Cindy, was the first ever workout we done. 20 minutes and we were below it. So Cindy, if you don't know, was 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. Fairly simple. You do it for 20 minutes, you are blowing out your ass, especially if you was as fat as we was at the time. And that was it, man. We just clicked. Training House was a mad atmosphere. Best gyms. It was one of the best gyms, man. It was something Sean created. It was like a mad hybrid bodybuilding, CrossFit,
/
strength training, powerlifting, anything you could think. Yeah, rock climbing, going through it.
Adult youth club.
Adult youth club. Yeah, exactly. It was one of them only gyms. You walk into gyms nowadays and there's always like a bit of an atmosphere, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Like whoever's the biggest is the top dog, so they think, and all that sort of stuff. Or if you go into, yeah, exactly, you're on. Or you go into the CrossFit gyms and it's not intimidating. CrossFit gyms are very welcoming, but it's very cliquey sort of thing when you go in. And it was not like that at all. You had Freddie even, handsome Fred, the model, doing deadlifts in the corner. And then you had us loud little chubby boys coming in at the time, but we all clicked. All of us got along. And yeah, it was special, man. It was just amazing.
It was,
It was
for
a
me,
boxing gym as well. Yeah, a few boxes. Simba.
Simba, oh yeah, who was Simba?
Simba.
Big Sim.
Sim.
Big Sim.
Yeah.
For me, it was just everyone from kids on job seekers to Hollywood A-list.
Yeah,
We're the same. 20 kg is 20 kg, no matter who you are, what you think you are.
yeah.
And it was just all about being humble and together.
Yeah, it was good.
Very true.
And
no stealing.
when that, yeah. Like,
No,
well, Richie definitely took something.
Then
Bumper
Richie
plates.
turn up.
Richie's known for stealing bumper plates.
No, none of that stuff.
He's like, oh,
Still got my
stop.
dumbbells.
Oh, stop, my last job's going to hear this. Yeah, so that's how we all met, and we just stayed tight from then, didn't we?
Hold on one second. I remember Sean messaged me and he goes, oh, who's that geezer coming to the gym? I remember I come in to train, yeah, and then there was another guy who came in to train, and I was doing a CrossFit work on a Sunday, and this other guy come in, done like a free trial. He must have paid that just on that pay as you go, and he broke the platform.
Oh my god.
And then Sean messaged me, he goes, did you break? No, but I don't know. It's not
wasn't
my.
me.
It's not my.
It wasn't me.
It's not my meat. Obviously.
Some dodgy cleaner jerk.
Yeah, it was mad. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was God. Jesus, when was training house? When did the doors shut in training house?
It's been 4 years now.
Since it shut.
4 years.
It's been
It's
that
supposed to be
long.
18-month
Fuck me.
turnaround. It's 4 years. 4 points. 4.5 years.
I haven't had training sessions like that since.
That's a
They've been
long
good.
time.
I ain't
They've-
trained since.
Yeah, it's just- I'm retiring. Yeah, so that was how we first all met. Let me go on to question 2. What made you all get into fitness? You lot fire away first. Mine's
shit,
long-winded.
Football one, Jack. Shit, no. I don't know. Got me into fitness. God knows.
Because you was working in the gym, right? You was working.
I was
in the-
working in the gym anyway, but before that I was playing football, being active. I was coaching, going to that youth club, being at the senior lot, looking after the little lot. It was probably one of that. It's pretty slight from there. And then from that, done some courses,
Yeah.
went to college. That's how you work it now, I
Yeah.
think. That's how you just basically
Yeah.
get into it.
What about you, Sean?
To be honest, I didn't know anything different. You just ran as kids, you
Yeah,
played football
just
and
play-
sport. You got your
play
hands on
sports.
anything and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, just play with sports, and then you see some younger lot. Oh yeah, come, I'll teach you. And
Remember runouts?
yeah,
Run-outs on
knock
the
down
area,
ginger,
yeah,
whatever little
run-outs.
things, and
They still
As
ain't
soon as you
called
touch
me.
it, I'm
Beat the
home,
letter.
I'm home, you can't get me.
beat the
Okay.
letter and all that stuff.
I
Like,
still
you
play
have to
that
run.
with kids now. I'll win every
What was
time.
mine? I was on the heavier side. You remember me back in the day?
Yeah, you're big.
Check you out, mate. Fucking hell.
You're big.
Yeah, you're big. Fucking
You're not
terrible,
big.
fat.
What's
No, I
that
was.
big?
No. You knew me
No,
when
I
I was
don't think you're
big-ish.
that big.
I had a pair of tits, bro.
I think you're big.
Can't tell me
I
any
would
different.
describe it as voluptuous.
Yeah, I had curvy,
It was just a big.
curvaceous. Is
Like
that
a
word?
chubby kid. That's what I used to. That's the best word, chubby
Yeah.
kid.
And then I remember what was the first ever sort of fitness I got into? Everyone gets sort of like gassed up on the Rocky films and you do a little bit of training in your room.
It still hits me now.
Yeah, yeah,
What
exactly.
movie? You know, I never got gassed up in those movies.
You never watched
You
Rocky?
never tried one-arm push-ups?
No, never.
Oh, man.
I bet you watched Fittest though on Netflix.
No,
You're
no,
like,
no.
"Oh,
You know
Matt
what?
Fraser, oh."
I don't even know what I watched before. I don't even know what used to gas me up like that.
No, Rocky. What
I think it was like
one
track
time?
and
Rocky
like
4.
Bloodsport.
Rocky 4. Ah, Bloodsport with Van Damme.
Oh yeah, that was
Bloodsport.
disgusting.
Yeah, and then I just remember, what did I ask for Christmas one year? Remember Argos used to do the blue, yellow and pink dumbbells? They went up to about 5.5 kgs.
Body
And
pump.
I'd start knocking out some of them in my room or whatever. And I remember the first video I ever watched was, do you remember Greg Plitt?
Mm.
He was the guy that shredded to the bone, probably juiced up to the eyeballs or whatever, but at the time he didn't know. Obviously you get internet, you know, remember the dial-in internet? It's like watching training videos, how to train your chest, how to train your shoulders. And it was always this guy that kept popping up, and he would make doing a chest workout seem like it was changing your life. You gotta get in the muscle, man, you gotta be fucking focused. And I was like, yes, this is what I wanna do. And then from there, the rest is history. I never got the diet right for years. I was one of the dudes that always thought I could out-eat.
I think
Just,
most
well, no,
people
I
do.
thought I could out-train a bad diet, never
Still
worked.
people now do.
Yeah,
It's the biggest kink.
biggest.
It is what you need to do.
And then yeah, the rest was history.
Yeah.
And that was me. I love it. I'd never look back on it though. Like, I mean, I never regret anything I've done in
Yeah,
fitness. Love it.
Yeah, that's how most people get into fitness, right? From just like you play a sport or someone helps you and you do something. You go, oh, I want to try that out. You get addicted.
You was both big on football though. Didn't you play?
I love football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youth level, I went quite far.
Did you?
Yeah, decent
I
level.
was never into football. It's probably because I was shit at it. I like a bit of boxing. I quit
I
a
used
lot
to
of
love
things though.
football. Love
I done boxing for a year, quit. Karate for a year, quit. I was just proper, just couldn't stick to anything. Got in the gym. I remember Mobley years ago, the first Mobley, how crooked it was and shitty equipment.
Pick up actual soccer.
Yeah, Noble took me there, my youth worker at the time, and I just fell in love with it. I looked at all the equipment, and I thought, yes, this is me. And then I just wanted to be the biggest 16-year-old ever. Didn't work, but that was the dream.
You know what? Tell you like, I know now what got it. It was Rough Rider workouts back in YouTube.
What's that?
Google it if you ain't got it. Yeah, if
I was
you
gonna
go
say,
Google
YouTube was a big part
This is
of
when
gym
you-
going.
Yeah,
This is it.
100%.
Before YouTube, it was you trained in a park or
Yeah.
We had the 80s motivators.
you ran and jumped on
Kicking
benches
nails, yeah.
and played football. You know, there was no
that was
muscly
the
stuff.
That was the shit. Rough Rider workouts. Have a look.
Right, next one. What is it like being a dad in the careers you've chosen?
Blessed,
Blessed, yeah.
amazing.
Right, let's talk more about then, when were your sons born? Did it affect your career at any point? Did you have to sort of dial back on your hours, or did it change the way you thought about where you want to go with your work? Talk to me. When you first had your son, what was your feelings, and yeah, how did it impact your work at all?
Oh, it definitely does. Anyway, you have to balance it out.
No, mine was different though, because do you know what? I'm not just saying it. When me and my boy's mum had Rowan, it was like the perfect timing. I was teaching about 10 or 12 classes a week. It's not even 12 hours work. she was on part-time and part-time hours as well.
When
So
do
it
you have
never
bro?
really.
How old you know?
He's 6 today.
Oh yeah,
He's 6
please,
today. Happy
yeah.
birthday,
So
bro.
put him in, you know what I
Happy
mean? Yes.
birthday, 6 years old.
I can give you 20 quid later.
Yeah, no, 50, man. You're a CrossFit athlete. Don't be tight, bro. Yeah, and it was honestly, it never really affected our lives apart from sleep. Anyone who's looking to have kids, fucking throw sleep out the window for a little while. But for work, it didn't really affect my work because obviously I weren't as busy. If someone had like a 40, 50 hour a week job and you're looking to have a kid, then you have to understand that it's going to tamper with it slightly.
I wasn't in the industry when I had my first.
It's not.
No, I was in a car business. We was renting
Oh, I remember you
cars.
said it, renting cars, yeah.
We was leasing like.
What was in the boot,
Riggers.
Sean? What was in the boot?
That was up to whoever rented it. But we was renting cars. I was trying companies. That was my thing. I wanted to do businesses.
Mm.
But I found it wasn't a positive industry, and I found I was going home and it's like it was more dodgy than being dodgy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the characters that were coming to rent supercars, and it's like, this ain't me. This is not me. And I don't want him looking at me involved in this. So that's where and I have to thank my ex. I said, look, just get me on a course, anything. And the courses I looked at are a little bit embarrassing, but I saw PT and YouTube, as you said, was a massive player for people. It was blowing up at the time.
Massive.
That was it. Just jumped into it. I thought I could do it.
Yeah.
And if you can think it, you're halfway there.
Of course, absolutely. I remember I loved doing my course. Level 2 was pony. I didn't enjoy that at all. Level 3 was wicked.
First month I hated it.
Really?
I was scared.
Yeah, but it's just that school environment again. I wasn't the greatest learner,
Oh,
so when I was in that environment again.
What, during
I
that
honestly,
studying
I
part?
wanted to shout at the teacher and run, but it was fear.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to feel like I didn't know what I was doing. It was.
I loved the physical stuff, physical activity. I was like, just give me
Yeah, but the theory side of things though.
Quads, absolutely.
Yeah, but
I knew straight away where
This was
everything
the
was.
classroom stuff. I was just
Yeah,
like,
classroom stuff was a bit harder,
Mm.
but now you just learn it. I think.
I remember my course. I was in there with a couple of roadmen, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to be alright, man. I'm going to be alright.
I was in there with sports science guys, and I was like, fuck, I'm out of
Yeah.
my depth here. This is too much.
Yeah, they're the ones, bro. They're going a bit too much.
But the thing is, none of
It's
them are
nothing to do
coaches.
with the course.
This is it.
Try and confuse you. Yeah. That's
What
the
about
hard part.
Rich? What about you when you qualified to the game? How did it change being a dad? Not change
I
how to be a
qualified
dad, but
very
how was
good.
you managing
How was
sort
it?
of training around your work and home life and all that?
You know what? During when he came, I think my hours did drop because I wanted to see my son a lot more.
Mm.
Just because I wanted to see him grow and just adapt to me being a dad now. You know what I mean? Rather than just being some PT and a lovely, good gentleman. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But random times. But you know, no, it was so different. But during the CrossFit Games part, prepping, preferably around that time, I would say I trained every day. I saw him after school every day.
Mm.
Apart from that, I didn't see him in the morning mostly, but around that 3 o'clock I was at home, guaranteed. And then when it hits 5 o'clock, I'm back in the gym.
What was your training prep for the CrossFit Games?
Training 3 times a day.
What?
3 times a day, depending on what type of skill you're doing or modality type of training. So if you're doing cardio, doing weightlifting, then I'll do a Metcon. I would do Metcon. I wouldn't do that until like later into the season. I would run 2 times a week, 2 Metcons with running, just because I knew CrossFit Games is very fitness based, has a lot of cardio. A lot of people just see the barbell, but there is a lot of cardio involved.
absolutely.
Oh, if you haven't figured it out by now, Richy Dan has gone to the CrossFit Games. He's not one of these dudes that just put CrossFit athlete in their bio. He's done it. He's been there. He's done
Mate,
it.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
And then
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. Because I remember I went to Sean's gym with my phone. I remember me and Gabs, big up Gabs, who lives in Australia now. And we used to we had to go to your gym to do the CrossFit Open because LA Fitness.
If
If we dropped that weight, oh my
I remember
god,
that.
it was mental. Big up.
Yeah,
Check
Sean's
that out.
gym was
It
wicked,
was
man.
the
You saying
place
part
to
of
be.
your journey, mate?
Yeah, you are, man, you are.
He would have flopped the
You
open
started
otherwise.
it, man. You started it, honestly. But that was your pull-up bar was wicked as well. Yeah, sick. Love that gym, man.
Do you think your sons will get into fitness?
Fingers crossed he does, but I don't care what he gets into.
No,
as
of
long as
course.
he loves
It's not
it.
trouble.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I reckon they will. Though. Your sons see you grow
Yeah.
a business
Yeah,
and around
100%.
fitness and stuff like that. They will.
I mean, what I did is I've just made sure they came to the gym
Absorb
and they
it.
were part of the family at the gym.
Yeah.
That way,
Because we saw them grow.
exactly. We didn't have to. So that they're just absorbing what's going on and seeing it as a normal thing.
Mm.
And before I had a gym, I just made sure there was a dumbbell in the front room.
Yeah.
You know, like as a doorstop, just know that fitness is there in your life.
Roman was like, well, I know he's only 6, but he was late as in like, he's only started to take interest now. Like his mum texted me not too long ago saying that, what's wrong with our son? I heard noise in his room the other night. She goes in 2 a.m, he's doing burpees, watching, because he's got like one of those smart TVs, he can check YouTube and stuff like that. He's watching a YouTube video of burpees at 2 a.m, like, yes son, love that, love that. What was I going to say? Someone asked me the other day, not on the questions, they were saying something along the lines of, what would you get your son into if you could, fitness-wise? Would you aim them into a certain sport? Would you say do gymnastics? Would you go try weightlifting? Would you want to hybrid them? What would you push for?
I'm really lucky that Tommy does free diving, which is no apparatus, just go down, learn to equalize and breathe. He does jiu-jitsu and he does rugby, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
And Frankie does the rugby and jiu-jitsu, which he loves a bit of football actually. And for me, it's an exposure to a different crowd, not just like I grew up on football.
Yeah.
But knowing that they're meeting different network than I did, because everyone plays football.
Yeah.
So I really like that they're exposing their bodies to completely different sports, not just one dynamic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Without pushing them into anything. These are, because you drop off, right? Like you said, you
do,
started
yeah,
karate
mate.
as a
Oh, mate,
kid,
I was a
and
quitter.
you tried this, you
Quitter.
tried that.
Yeah.
They're not dropping off this, so that's the one that they're doing.
Right? Yeah, no, my little one, Leon's got he's into rugby, football, taekwondo.
Where do they both do rugby?
Not far from us now, Paddington Academy.
Oh, okay. So for a selfish reason, because I've never done rugby and I've always wanted to, I don't know why I didn't do it. But as I've got older, I've wanted to do it more, which is silly.
Same.
But it's too late now. Like,
it's
I
way too
remember I asked Tom Lowe, funny. I
Wait,
said,
whoa,
how did I go
whoa,
into it
boys,
at a late age?
boys. It's never too late.
Yeah.
Boys.
Well, this I asked.
It's
a
too
few
late if
people-
you think it's too late.
I asked a few
having that.
people who have done it, and he was like, "Look, in our career sort of thing, though, you get an injury, we're fucked pretty much."
Yeah, but that's just called fear, right? That's
Yeah.
if you didn't do CrossFit. If you get an injury, just
True.
do what you want to do.
Tie your laces and
So I definitely want to make him do rugby, but I know he'll do weightlifting, like some sort of weightlifting, because he sees me
I think
do
you'll
it.
drill him into. You'll make him join you for a few sessions at the gym.
It's
I
different
think
world because it
introducing
was
to it.
obviously drinking cultures, so maybe our parents before, and it's just going so further away from that. Everyone still has a drink, but
Yeah,
training is just the norm now. You know, it
Yeah.
wasn't as normal before.
it's gone massive over the past few years, isn't
In
it?
fact, when I was growing up, training was like you looked at people that were a bit weird, or that, like the way Arnie will whoever
Yeah.
was training.
Yeah.
So it's completely
You get called obsessed and stuff
Exactly.
like that. Yeah, which is annoying. If
Dedication,
someone's trying to change their life for the
Yeah,
better,
madman,
maybe obsessed is a good thing.
but all it was is people didn't see the value in it, and there is value in it now. So
a lot.
Yeah,
it's greater exposure for sure.
Massively.
I'll have to get my boy doing rugby. Have you lot?
Yeah, no, he just plays. What's it? Tag rugby? Is it? They don't do the physical stuff yet.
Oh,
They
thank
just do
God.
the tag.
Everyone's a bit timid.
Straps, and they have to run, catch the ball and run, like not getting caught by the other kids. Put it down, and then they swap it over. That's what they do.
I mean, my boys, because they're both doing takedowns
Yeah.
at jiu-jitsu, the rugby transition's quite
It's
sweet.
good.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's going to be tasty when you're 15, 16, 17.
What career do you reckon you get them into? Or what career would you like them to sort of go down towards? Or is it one of them, not really fussed, as long as they're happy type thing?
I would love them to do gymnastics though.
What, as like a hobby?
I would love them
Yeah.
to do gymnastics.
Yeah.
So your boy was doing
Yeah,
it,
he
wasn't
did
he?
for a while, yeah. There was just movements between the clubs, and then jiu-jitsu and free diving, and the rest fell into place. So
Sick.
I couldn't be happier.
Madness. So you got 2 sons, legends. All sons, man. What do you reckon would be like for their daughters? I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this. I'll hold my hands up. I know. Listen, everyone's gonna be all like, "Oh, I can't be sad." I will be a shit dad to a daughter.
Would you?
I'll be so overprotected, man.
Nah, my daughter
I would.
love me.
I would be shit.
Love me still.
I know. Man. Do you know what it'd be like? Bad Boys 2. Someone shows up at the door for a
Oh,
date
I
with my
have those
daughter.
moments.
Oh
I'll have
my
those
god.
moments.
Oh,
I'll
I
have
have to
those.
G-check them straight away.
But I'll be a cool dad. I think.
You reckon?
Very, very cool dad.
You get your nails painted and all that, innit?
Nah.
Yeah, you would. Like,
You
"No."
would definitely. I wouldn't be
I'm
into
tempted
that.
to check his toenails now.
I'm tempted to look at my own nails myself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What was I going to say? The next one, sorry, I just saw. What could you see yourself doing if we wasn't in the fitness industry? Or what would you?
You
What,
know
do you know?
what?
We'll go. What could
Someone
you see
asked
yourself
me this
doing,
in
and what
an
would you
interview.
really want to do?
Someone asked me this in an interview. He
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, what would you do outside if you didn't love fitness or do like CrossFit, etc.? What else would you be doing?" Honestly, I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
It's just that passion for it.
I would have a clue.
I'll be a bum.
I
Okay.
would
Yeah,
not have
I'll be
a
doing
clue.
things I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. I said I wouldn't have a
Fitness
clue.
taught me that I could do things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take the easy route. The easy route's not the route.
Very
Yeah.
true.
I'll be
If
an
you was to ask me
absolute-
this, I think I would want to do like a stockbroker or something like that, and it's because of what you just said, of how quick it was and easy it was to make money back in the day doing the wrong things. The
Yeah.
chase of it all.
Oh, so easy.
So if I was going to go down some sort of legit way, it'd be like a stockbroker, but
But you wouldn't
even
even,
still-
get,
still
into that.
like
You wouldn't even
some-
get that far. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, you'd be on the road doing.
Yeah, but you got the optimism at the first.
Yeah.
Everyone could do it. Everyone could do it.
yeah,
And then they start and they're like, shit, this ain't really how I thought.
Yeah.
It'd be.
Yeah.
And then despair kicks in and they give up. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, fair enough. What about dream job for you apart from this? This is about fitness is off the table. It's off the table. Have a think. We got time.
I like coaching.
As I said,
Like,
so it
what is
doesn't
it,
have
like
to be
life
fitness.
coaching or something like that?
Not even
know
life,
what
just
I
I like
would do.
coaching. I like coaching. I put a
Yeah.
lot of effort into it. I love it.
love it.
Go on.
That
What do you
that one to one into like you are helping someone get somewhere. That's priceless.
Yeah, and it could be coaching coaches. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I like coaching.
Mentoring,
See, I sound like I'm not passionate about my job now, but mine would
mentoring,
be
youth worker.
I would be a movie star, bro.
Would you?
Yeah, you can see it as well. Imagine me in Hollywood. I'd be
Actor, maybe.
fucking on the red
Stuntman.
carpet.
You'd be a stuntman.
What are you trying to say? I'm too ugly
You
to
can
do
do a
that.
stunt. You
No,
can be a
they're always
stuntman.
looking for people to run through walls.
Sick. What have we got to
You could
qualify?
definitely be a stuntman.
Be a dumb cunt. And
Quads.
Just run into
Quads
yeah.
and good quads.
Well, I've got delts. Nah, movie star would be wicked, man. Do you know what I've always liked about that? Or no, I've always wondered when they finish a movie, do they enjoy it because they know what went into it, or do they think, "Fuck, that was graft"? And yes, I'm seeing it on screen how it's come now, but it didn't look like that when I was filming it. I've always wondered that.
Not much is as it seems.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter, oh, that was a shit show.
Yeah. You know, like when they see a wicked one, they're
Yeah.
like, "That was a nightmare. That took 2 days. 2 days, and all you got was that."
Could you work in an office? Just office job?
No.
I would love to see myself do it.
And that's not
3
shitting on
months.
anyone that
That's
does
what I
it.
would do.
It's just
No,
I hate being in one spot. I find it so hard to relax anyway. To then be at a computer all day doing, I don't know, I just couldn't do it. man.
Honestly,
Okay.
I would love to see myself do a 3 months in an office job.
Mate, my posture's bad and my body's wrecked
just
from
to see
training.
what
Imagine I
my
was in an
body
office.
and my mind would be ticking over. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I respect people that can knock out 12 hours in an office and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But, man, I couldn't do it personally.
I respect massively.
Mm.
It's tough.
And I always ask that, what are you looking at on the TV screen for 8 hours? 8 hours just like bang it out.
That's how they
Coffee.
feel the way you look at a barber.
It's weird.
Yeah, I can imagine just staring.
What's the
But I
level?
only have a few hours with it. You know
what makes that? Again, faster. Oh, that's tasty. Oh, spin it round for me.
Oh my god.
Ooh, the grip on it. Right, hold on, next one. We got, no, not that one. Let me say that again, sorry. What scares you the most? We was talking about this earlier.
Listen,
What scares you the most?
I still don't
This
know.
is a deep one as well. Have a proper think about it.
Scares
It doesn't
you the
matter if the
most.
camera's work, doesn't matter how long we take. What scares you the most?
It's a very good question, but I still would not be able to answer it.
I'm easy with it. For me, it's if the kids don't think they have options. Not they don't have options, if they don't think they have options.
Yeah.
That bothers me. So just making sure that they've got the ability to go and do whatever they want by knowing they can do it. That always plays in my mind. It motivates me, let's say, right? Being scared of something and motivated is very similar.
Yeah.
That's one thing I would say. For me personally.
Mine is, I think you've seen me say it on my stories before. I've painted out such this fucking massive future for myself, as everyone should do. You should want the most for yourself. I am shit scared in case I don't get where I see myself being. Do you know what I mean? Like
What's the time scale?
No, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, and that's the battle you have in your head. You think, have I done the right thing so far? Have I got enough time to get where I want to be? But then you have to have that argument with yourself and say, well, when you read about Bill Gates and stuff like, they didn't make it until they were late 30s, 40s, and stuff like that. So it's that. But then wasted time scares the shit out of me as well. You know, like if we've all done it. If you've committed in a relationship and you 4 years have gone down the drain, yes, you get learning experiences out of it and stuff like that.
It's a decent
But then you
investment,
still think, man, could I have been elsewhere doing something for 4 years? And the same thing goes for work. I feel like,
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
yes, yeah, but that's the thing, and that's my problem, overthinking.
I don't 100% agree with you because I'm a great believer of like some great lessons back there.
Yeah.
How you don't want things moving forward.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so for me, just let it go, man.
Yeah.
But goal setting.
But
like,
I hear what he's
are they
saying with the
real?
goal setting, and then obviously, I know you're probably saying if you haven't achieved it in the year,
Yeah.
you're like,
Like you know when someone asks you what's your 5-year goal, whatever,
yeah,
and then you have to sort of have that again, another battle with yourself, thinking,
why
in
have
5 years have I set that too high,
Yeah.
or does it need to be a 10-year goal that I need to set, or like that?
That's
It's constant
100%
down
has to
sort
be
of thing.
realistic.
And then like I said,
That's
what I said on my
scare you a little
stories,
bit, right?
yeah, but I paint that thing in my, I want it all. Like I literally want it all. And even if you ask me, what do you want? Like, in my head, it's just I want everything. I want my coaching abilities to go through the fucking roof. I want clients upon clients upon clients. I want a platform that loads of people use. I want it all. But my problem is I want it yesterday. So it's that. I want it like I've got to find the balance in my head, sort of thing. So.
No, I totally agree with what you're saying. But no,
And because I'm so impatient, that's what scares me.
That's
I'm thinking,
scary because you know, like when you look at it, and you go, "Oh, why haven't I achieved it?
Yeah.
Am I fading?
Yeah,
Why haven't I
yeah,
achieved
yeah,
it now?"
exactly.
You know, it's like 3 years.
That's
now.
it,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
understand that, but that's not. It is scary that you haven't achieved it, but
Yeah.
still, you got time.
No, and then you just got to be not so hard on yourself.
Yeah. Look at yourself.
What's the worst thing that happens if you don't achieve it?
Mm.
What is the worst thing?
Mate, you'll be very close to it. I'll be very, very close to it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be more than happy. And if I hit it, I wouldn't even do anything. But if I'm somewhere close to it, I'll be fighting for it, man. Honestly, I would be fighting. Till I get it, I'll get it. I'll make sure. In my head, I'm getting it. Same with the CrossFit Games, like me being the fittest in Barbados at that time. I said, I want to get there. I wrote it on a board in the gym. I wrote it at the house. I said, I'm going to get it. That would be the worst thing you've ever felt. Not coming second. You make sure you come first.
Do you know what? It's a great lesson for anyone listening. Is that he wasn't interested in going. He was committed to going to the games, and that's why he went to the games. That's why only 50 people go.
Yeah.
Every year, 50 people out of 500,000 people that enter.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
Richy was
That's how it
there.
works, mate.
I don't think you sing enough praises for yourself.
I don't.
I introduced Richy. Like,
You know what?
I introduced him like I'm him. I'm like, oh yeah, this is Richy Dan. He went to the CrossFit. He's just like all humble. I'm like,
Humble. You have to, because there's always people better than you, man. So you always have to be humble.
fair. I
And just
like it.
keep pushing.
I like it.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, moving target. There's people that think you're the target, you know, but there's another target ahead of them. So
What scares you? You didn't say.
I haven't before.
All right,
But
mate.
as I said to you,
I'm
before,
fearless, innit?
As I said to you before, I understand exactly where you're coming from, but
Not getting everything you
But
want for yourself.
that fear factor, I'm not too sure. Probably I'm scared of my mum. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just
Richard.
If I hear Richard, that's I know I'm in trouble. There's some that's the people know now as well. Even like people in the gym. If someone says Richard, I instantly think, oh my god,
Like,
what have I done?
Your stomach tells you like,
Yeah,
oh,
what have I done? I've done something really bad.
Nah, my mum was more mellow. My dad had the look. He just screwed up his face. Even now, even when my dad listens to this, my dad knows in a one-on-one he loses that fight at the moment. But if he looked at me the same way as when I was a kid, if I like acted up, my bottle would fall out. I'd be like, oh my god, I pissed off my dad. And he just looked straight at the floor. He mastered that stare. The pat it and stop, yeah, the pat it and stop look. To look at you like, oh my god, shit. And that was it. Right, we're going to take a short 1-minute break while we reset the camera, and we're coming back. Right, we're rolling. Are we rolling? Yeah, we're good.
All right, sweet.
Right, so we're back. On the next one, let's answer Jackie's one now, because I know when she listens to it, she'll love it.
Big up the Jacks.
Big up Jackie. So Jackie was this little Canadian redhead machine that used to train with us in the training house. I beat her in so many workouts, it's shocking. I didn't really, she schooled me on everyone. But she asked us, first of all, she said she loves and misses us. We got to send her a selfie, and yeah, she said, all three of you have health and fitness influence over your sons in a good way. How can we all influence and positively promote healthy living to children nowadays?
Open the youth clubs.
Yeah, mate, they're so major though.
Yeah.
My dad kept me out of trouble as a kid. Amberley Youth Club, mate, it was amazing.
I was lucky enough to go to North Pad in Mayderville. And
Mate, open the
you
youth.
don't know how lucky you are
Yeah.
until you know everybody in the neighbourhood because you grew up playing
Exactly.
Table tennis or
100%.
run outs or whatever.
That's the
one. Youth clubs, massive. Be the shining light.
Yeah.
Maybe not trying to convince them, maybe showing them. Do you know what I mean?
So with me on my story with the whole youth club thing is I had Will Johnson. It was on the last episode, and if it weren't for him, another youth worker called Evans and another youth worker called Noble, they're the reason I got into training. They're the reason I dedicated a lot of my time in the gym rather than fucking about on the streets and stuff like that. So I owe them massively down to that youth club, man. Like they played a big part.
Do you know
Just from having that one youth club to let us all go and
Club.
chill at Stowe Club on the work. Yeah, exactly.
Club Express, DC,
Now that we're all
DC.
adults, seeing that these guys and girls and women, they invested their time
Yeah.
in the next generation. It's
Even
massive.
Leonard, do you know Leonard?
Massive.
Yeah.
Leonard from the area, he used to
Big
make
man.
sure, we was like, he used to make us play football.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for how shit I am, but he kept us playing football for a long time. And if it weren't for them, they took out hours of our evening, which stopped us from going the fuck around.
Yeah.
So massive respect to them.
But
So
even
that's one way.
those kind of role models, those kind of people, but you need to get the ones that are successful from that area to come down into the youth clubs and actually like do
Yeah.
a couple sessions here and there. That would be amazing. Someone like we'll say like Yannick Balassi from Wembley, yeah, when he used to play with him actual soccer. If he went to like Mobility, for example, and went down like for the kids clubs,
Yeah.
just like once a month, just to quickly show his face. Show some
That'd be
interest, help them. Yeah,
You
that's
could
what
do that. You could do
ideally.
that.
Fingers
Honest to
crossed.
God, no, it's not. It's not.
Fingers
Into
crossed,
the
God
CrossFit
willing.
games, if someone
God
likes
willing.
CrossFit,
We'll say inshallah as
who
well.
might be a little shit at the time, and then has a chat with Richie and he's like, no, you could change that. Start putting your focus into training. You
God
could do that,
willing,
man.
God willing, when CrossFit or this sport blows up, because it's only been open. It's only been how long now? Like
But it's
16
took a few
years?
dives as well recently,
Yeah,
innit, with the whole racist
16
comments and stuff like that.
years. Now it's just still fairly new. What in the next 10 years we'll say, then probably when the kids are not just playing football and then finding out CrossFit,
Yeah.
they're just coming straight into CrossFit straight away.
It wouldn't surprise me if they
off
put
the
it in
bat.
schools over in America and stuff.
Oh,
soon.
would-
Do you know what I
they
mean?
have
When it
probably
becomes
in
so
schools,
big.
they'll
Because I know
probably
over there they're big on
enforce it,
weightlifting, they're big on strength and
Yeah.
conditioning, but putting CrossFit that
Yeah, we weren't allowed to touch a weight until
Those-
like 15, no?
No, ours were
Nothing.
terrible.
15, 16?
Absolutely.
We had to, we was in year 11. They opened up like a little gym in Quinton Keniston, and we used to go there after school only for about an hour.
Yeah.
And
I think
even
for
then,
us
it's
it
not
was
enough to
like
give you the spark. Like,
run 10 laps.
Yeah, make you run
There
and
was
then
no-
you can do a bench.
Physical. Yeah, it was
That was
nothing.
it, literally, bench. And then I think it was college. We went halves with me and my mates. We bought a bench from my mate's house, and literally
that's how it was. Yeah,
that's how it
started
kicked
there.
off. Bench, deadlifts, and then squats.
So we got the youth clubs. What else do you reckon?
Role models is like the role models from like the sports from the area will be great. They can come down and teach them and show them and say, look, I was in the same position as you were.
I reckon it'd be good if you could
put
make
your
them
head
sort of
down.
mandatory to get them into sports after school. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was part of a school, maybe they make you just for an hour or two go and do something sport related. Because once you're in like a sport or you're in a team,
Well,
or
like
something,
once a week. Yeah, 100%.
yeah, well, even a couple times a week, make them
Find
go
something
and
they're
compete.
interested in. Yeah, it's go. What are you interested in? Art. You're interested in this. Some physical. Outside that realm of like education, just put them into it and go right. You're gonna do.
Because me
football.
and my son's mum were having this chat before. Where we're all from, so much shit happens in a bad way that we said, no, we don't want our kids hanging around that area, sort of thing.
From neighbourhoods that aren't too.
Half of them don't even know.
Yeah, when neighbourhoods are a little bit rough,
Yeah,
kids need to be distracted.
exactly. And I've always said to my boy's mum, second he's old enough, get him into these after-school activities. Get him into anything that can keep him busy and away from that sort of thing. So all it takes is, you know how it is when you're growing up. You're friends with someone. You might not know what they're up to. If someone tries it with them, you just want to help your friend because you're a good friend. But then that takes you down that path, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Our sons are too good for that shit, man. We need to keep them.
I'm going to go further than just sport. I'm going to think about like self-image and self-confidence,
Yeah, mate,
and
massively.
self-esteem.
Of course.
Because kids usually want to impress other kids, so they do shit to impress other kids, thinking that's what they got to do to fit in.
Get them learning about mental health early as well.
Because all it is literally trying to fit in and impress, and I did this, so therefore Richie thinks I'm tough.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's literally
It is
so maybe
bullshit.
self-image
But
and
it's ego in it as well.
self-esteem.
Like, it's,
Ego, massive.
I was saying it to some parent the other day, like the boys are they look for I want to be the best. I'm the best at this. I'm the best. I can do this. I can do that. You know what I mean? When we were younger, probably of ourselves, when we were playing like, who's the fastest? I'm the fastest. No, you can jump off that roof. Oh, I saw that guy jump off that roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These
But
little
again,
things.
most of it's for
Straight
attention
away.
because
Yeah,
you're
it
so
was.
insecure.
It was.
You just want
You
to
know
be the
what I mean?
coolest guy in the room
I'm
for that
massively,
minute.
I was a massive
Mental.
attention seeker. So if they wasn't saying I was good at football, then I had to try something else
Yeah.
to be gets their attention.
Oh, see, I was the complete opposite, man. I was a proper
But we-
insecure fatty. So
the
it wasn't
thing is,
until I
was we
sort of
improved,
got
man?
older, I was more louder and funnier and stuff like that. I was a shell growing up, man.
But the thing
Even
is,
though I thought I was tough as a youngster, you're still.
But it probably led you to
Mad
the tough. Do you know what I mean?
insecure.
It's still
Yeah.
a form of like we're all attention seekers.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's a tough because how do you get that across in young kids?
Yeah.
Hey, don't seek approval from anyone else. Be yourself. How do you get that across?
Yeah, true.
It's like self-image, self-esteem. How do you teach that?
There needs to be some sort of way where you can get kids into fitness. Well, they want to get into fitness like off
Give
their
them a
own.
why. Why?
Yeah,
Do you know
give
what I
them
mean?
why.
not just fitness, you know what I mean? Like, you can put fitness. Well, fitness is great.
Well, a lot of sports now
Great for
get
your
you
mental
into
health.
yeah,
Great for
massively.
mental health. Mentally. Yeah, it's go good for like social what's fucking hell? Fucking what now?
You're
Like
not
social
allowed- you're not allowed to
skills.
swear on this podcast,
Sorry,
mate.
sorry,
I'm
Dad.
joking. fuck.
Mate, social
Like,
skills.
like social
It's a
skills.
thing.
So social skills. It's so hard. People they talk on the internet now. Talk. Oh, how was your day? You can just speak to them
Yeah.
down the road.
And that's the thing, they get so used to that. That mate, I've spoken about this before with PTs as well, actually. We live in such a social age that people might be the best on pen and paper and they might have all this, but speaking to people,
Oh,
they got the charisma of a slice of ham. They're just like, they don't, like that. And social skills should be massive. It
Just
should be
frees
something,
up.
yeah, it should be extra,
literally free.
like an extra class you got to do,
Just
just to learn how
frees
to
up.
speak to people properly in a certain way. Because look, how scary is public speaking? I remember I've come to
You
you
have
about
to-
it before, back in the day. Before I even started doing stories,
Mm.
I was like, Sean, I'm shocked to do it, man. I will chat to anyone. Like, I'm so bubbly, I'll walk into a room and chat to anyone. But when it was doing the whole Instagram thing, you know how you have to make that turn where,
Yeah.
all right, if I'm going to start putting out content, I can't just put pictures of myself up and you want to start talking. Mate, that was nerve-wracking, man.
It's hard, isn't it?
Proper nerve-wracking.
It's hard.
So people ain't got normal social
I thought
skills
about that.
anyway,
I
and then
thought-
having to do that, fuck
That's
me.
what scares me.
I do
We've been
remember
doing
it.
those
Remember,
step things.
I was walking with you in Paddington, mate, how about our coffee? What did you say?
That's what scares me. He's doing those selfies and having a
You're
walk.
good at it.
Having a real crack
No, but
around.
Sean will just chat down
In
the
a
road.
circle.
Even now, yes, the videos come out cool and that every now and again when I'm talking, but you don't see like there's 15 takes.
I
I'm
know
like,
a bit it is.
and there was someone behind me
Tell me
watching that
about-
one.
Tell me this.
How did
story.
it go around the circle?
Walk forward. I'm trying to.
Reps build confidence.
Yeah,
it does.
true.
It does.
Reps build confidence. Reps in the gym, reps on talking, reps in anything you want to do, get your reps in. You've got to earn the hard yards.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Massively.
agree. Still learning.
And
Always
anyone that wants to
learning.
get better at talking, talk on a camera for 30 days straight. Don't even have to post it, just talk.
Yeah,
Just get over it.
yeah, it's true.
Reps.
It's funny though, you get in your own head about things.
Yeah, very true.
No.
And the reality is, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No
They-
one cares.
oh, do you know? No, do you know what the thing is? Everyone's worried that
Unless
one
your best
person
mate-
might go.
Your best
Oh,
mate.
he
Cringe.
flopped. Yeah. That's what it
Go on.
normally is. That's what it normally is.
Oh,
your,
he's
good,
an
your good
Instagrammer.
mates, your good mates will go, oh, he looks like such a Larry in that video, man. And you're like, put some effort into that, man. Arseholes. Yeah, where was we going with that? That was a bit
Do
long-winded.
you know, thinking about that, when I used to worry what other people think for me, it's usually people I don't even know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like people I don't even hang around with. A friend of a friend of a friend.
Mm.
Who gives a shit?
yeah, it's true. That's true. But yeah, we've all got better at that. I never
So
see
how
you
many-
talk on the videos.
I
You're a
never
CrossFit
made-
athlete, mate. You
I
should be
don't.
the bee's knees.
Don't
I'd listen if you spoke.
Yeah, I'd listen.
Would you?
You've got a presence about you. 96,
Absolutely.
96 kgs hench in all black as well. This is madness.
Wedge.
Why not?
So do me a favour, tell me, what's your PB snatch? Is it terrible? Oh mate, when I tell the wit like that, bro, it's gonna be shocking.
No, I posted them up. I got a PB Snapchat during CrossFit prep.
What, in wit?
Gus, yeah, big up Gus. Yeah, what was it, 114? I wanted 120, but you know, we'll take 114.
Mate, I'd like 70 kg
I
at the moment.
definitely have it now
I bet.
if I train for 2 weeks.
No doubt, bro. No doubt. It's just 2 weeks.
We're in tier 2. We're going to be in tier 3, hopefully.
No, I don't. What do you mean? Oh, I thought you said lockdown 3 then. I was
Hopefully
like,
not,
nah.
sorry, hopefully not. So.
What else?
No, not.
What can we keep the kids positively fit?
Mate, get them off the fucking internet, that's it.
Yeah, just be a good dad, man.
That's it.
If you're
So
guiding
you've
them
got
in
to
the
be
right way,
shining
sort of
light.
thing, yeah, you have to be, like you say, you've got to be shining light.
That's it.
Rowan will 100% be doing something fitness related. because I see him liking it now. He's already like taking an interest. And I know he's probably taking an interest because I'm his dad.
Man. I think he sees it. He
Yeah.
sees you doing it. So
Yeah.
of course
You just don't know any differently.
Look at
He's
your
gonna
kids,
naturally
man.
gonna go
Look how
into it.
active they are. Like because they saw you being so active at that point as well.
I think they
As
used
they
to be
got up.
better than Rich at rope climbs as well.
Yeah.
100, mate. They were gymnasts. Do you not remember them? Do you not remember them?
That's facts.
Doing pull-ups at like 4 years old.
Tommy and Frankie G.
All facts.
Frankie G. He was asking me, who's your
Facts.
favourite Avenger? I'm like, Hulk, isn't it? Hulk's the best.
Who is your favourite?
Hulk,
Hulk.
they know. Yeah. Who are you? Iron Man or something?
No.
I'm
No,
a
you're Black Widow, innit?
I'm a 4 guy.
You're like 4?
I think it's Cap.
Four's decent.
Or Black Panther. Cap. Cap's hard.
Fair play. I can see one here right now. It says, what's the end goal for all of you? So talk to me so far about your career and talk to me where you see yourself pretty much in the next 5, it doesn't have to be 5 or 10 years, but where do you see yourself?
Rum Coke.
Just retired.
Yes.
All the snatch PBs, good pair of tits on you, some rum. I mean your own tits, not one's tits.
Yeah,
You don't just
my
get
tits,
fat and
yeah.
retired.
Have my own gym.
Yeah?
Yeah, have my own
What,
gym.
over there?
Preferably, yeah.
Sick.
I'd love to have it there.
Well, no, but what would be a goal for you? Would you want to go CrossFit Games a few more times? And
One more time, probably.
PT wise, why would you base work around it?
Free Pete. Well, I stopped working, man. Stop working, get people to work for me.
Fair play.
But obviously, I would love to still be able to dibble and dabble and just keep my mind fit.
Yeah,
my mind
keep yourself,
healthy, you know what I mean?
Just be a presence.
Just do that once or twice a week. PT, the core set of clients. I train regularly and then have some other coaches
Fair.
around me.
What about you, Sean? So you're in the mix of opening a second gym.
Yes.
Yes.
Funny old year,
Cannot
so
wait.
who knows when.
Yeah.
But 2021, I'd say, I must be half a chance. at
Can't
least.
wait. Of course,
Fingers crossed.
no doubt.
But not to be running it massively myself, to have a good team, to have plenty of freedom to do things I want to do. Building the online side, I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, you
the
said that to me
freedom
in our talks.
that's happening, and eventually teaching people how to do it as well, and encourage them how to be better.
What would you hold, like seminars? For like a big group of people?
No, probably again. No, this is it. I don't want to be in person. I'd rather it was online and,
Okay.
and expand. You know, to scale up. Let's say.
Like
So not to be bricks and mortar as 100% have to be there in person, but you can reach different corners of the world just with the power of a camera nowadays. You know, there's who's going to listen to these podcasts?
True.
You know, I don't
Hopefully
wanna,
everyone.
this is it. So
Everyone,
I don't want to
share
limit. I don't want to limit on that. I have to be present.
Yeah. Would you look to go more gyms? Would you want a few?
Yeah. So I've always had a goal of a few thousand kind of members. So
Okay.
whatever that tallies up or how that comes about, yes.
Would you want to stay UK based or are we talking proper expansion?
I don't know. I mean, my missus is from Canada, so I don't know.
Oh,
I've
man.
got a little bit of love in Canada, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't thought that far, but let's nail number one and just get number one back up and keep working at that.
So with me, I don't know my end goal. I just know that I've got a lot of goals that I want to get round to. So I want to eventually build up enough PT to then bring most of them. I'll still stick to the founding ones because I love being with them. I love spending time with them. They're like my mates as well as my PTs. But build an online platform for them to use. Make that as big as I can. I want to write a book. I won't speak about that now. Actually, that'll be for another podcast. But I want to write a book. I want to get sponsored or represent a company that I believe in, not just take, you know, like as you get bigger, people take on anything. You know what I mean? Like you'll start representing a pre-workout that you never use and shit. Like I don't believe in none of that. I always feel like if you're going to go down that route, do it with people you actually use or people you believe in their methods and stuff like that. Just a combination of it all. And yeah, I don't actually know. I used to want to own a gym, but I think in my last job with the brothers, seeing how much it takes to run a sort of fitness space in London, don't know if that would be the goal I'd want to go down. And it's not because I think it's easy or anything. I just don't feel like that would be for me. I think, like you said, I'd rather go online, that sort of way. But yeah, just to have them all finished or ready to go, mate, that'd be enough for me. But yeah,
I was
wouldn't
also,
say an end goal.
there's a few other things, man. Like, would you have? For me, I would definitely have like a team, a nice solid team.
Yeah.
And you just
Don't you think our job is quite not lonely, but it's very you're with that one person, then you're on to the next one. I do like the team atmosphere. Like, but when I enjoyed working them up, I love my clients now, but I've built them up. I've handpicked my clients, so I enjoy the 10 or 12 sessions I do. But I enjoy them because I know I'm going to basically see a mate that I'm trying to help improve their life. But when I really enjoyed work with the brothers, it was like we had that team. There was like 7 or 8 of us, and we had that sort of, right, we're going to take over London.
Yeah.
We had that vibe. So I've always been a big on the team player, man.
Yeah,
definitely.
So that's what I'll definitely do. In my gym, if I have, well, God willing, I will have a gym in Barbados.
Yeah.
But I'll have a team. Just have a selected few. For example, if they want to do CrossFit, they want to do some sort of sport, some sort of art. They've got a team behind them to push them to just attack. You know what I mean? There's football agencies that like do that now. I think that have like the physical, the mental, and then the business side, and they try and put them into like a team. Right, this is your mental, that's your group, and we're going to try and just push toward one direction. And that's probably what I would probably do. I just get a set of boys that mean like us three here.
Yeah, you need it to be your mates as
and
well.
go
You're not
right.
just like a team
We
of
are
workers.
gonna. This is our training house gym. This is our team. We're gonna try and push this, and every client's gonna go through and see all 3 of us week by week, and then they're gonna feel like a part of the family, part of this team, and they can see that. All right, for you, Carl, Cal, we're gonna do.
Man call me Carl on my own podcast.
Yeah, you know,
I don't know you.
Like, I'm gonna drive you to. Right, you're gonna focus on the fitness, and then Sean's gonna deal with the mental aspect. Do you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a balance of everyone.
Yeah, totally hear what you're saying, Ricky.
It's massively
Totally hear
important.
what you're saying.
Massively important.
You know what I mean? So that's
Everyone
what I
can
want.
train.
That's what.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's true. But yeah, I would want, like you're saying, with a team, I'd want the online platform to be so big that you've got coaches working underneath you to then take on a portion if you had some in America or some there.
Yeah.
That'd be the goal, man. But end goal, I suppose there never is really an end goal, is there? Unless you had a company that you learn to sell off, but then you'll always start something else. You're not just going to be like, made enough money, I'm just going to be fuck all now for the rest of my
more
life.
though. That's the weird thing.
Huh?
Do you always want more?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's human nature to be fairly greedy. Like, even if I...
Not everyone.
Well,
Some people are.
I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking.
Exactly.
Listen, if I had a
you
book,
like that, Sean? No.
if I had a
It's all
book,
about growth.
sold it for millions, and I had
But
an online
that's
platform
like-
that was
that's
earning
developing.
I'm
That's-
still
Yeah,
want
development,
more.
development.
Growth, wanting. There's something.
Growth and
it's-
greed, 2
you
different
know,
words.
Yeah.
There's a thin line. There's a
There's
thin
a
line.
thin
There's a
line
thin
between.
line.
It's like just.
You don't just want to be a good PT. You want to be the best PT. Do you know what I mean? In the back of your head, you're
Not
humble.
really.
You're humble, but you want to be like. Oh,
Not
me.
really. I actually think there's more to. It's not nothing to do with coaching. Coaching is not about telling someone to squat.
No.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I don't aspire to be the best. I aspire to be the best for the people that.
No, I'm saying in
I'm
life. I'm
coaching.
saying like in life and in like, because it's a goal, right? So we're saying the end goal. There's always you want to get there.
Yeah, there's
and then
something
there's
more.
something always.
Do
more.
you know what?
It's like
You don't
when you
realise
wanna-
it's the chase. It's
Yeah.
the chase of life that you enjoy the most, don't you?
Yeah, I just want to be the best I can.
I think
be.
I'll fade away if I don't have that.
No, if I didn't have something keeping me going, yeah, the boredom would kill me.
I think I'll fade
Even
away.
if I had all the money, I know people say, yeah, but if you had money, you'd be doing this. You'd still want something. You'd still want purpose. That's what it is. You would want to wake up with some purpose and not just think, well, I've clocked life, I've done it. Fuck that. You always want something to keep you busy and keep you moving, man.
Honestly, I genuinely feel like I don't work.
Because you love the
Yeah,
you
because
love
you
it.
love it. Yeah,
exactly.
I
yeah.
do not feel like I work.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Just don't like waking up early in the morning.
I don't mind the mornings. I'm more of a,
Depends.
again, if I didn't hand pick the clients like Meg and Lara, you know, guys love you, at 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. I wouldn't hit them sort of evening shifts. I get all my best work done in the morning till I'd say maybe 3 or 4, and then it's the evening I would like to lock out for myself eventually, but this is the job we chose. It comes like that sometimes. So, but yeah, I'm definitely a morning person.
I'm
more
more
of a morning
interested
person.
in anything after 3 o'clock.
Fair. That's the hours
Not
you've,
interested.
you've made for yourself. That's good.
Yeah.
But that's the hard work you put in the past to get there.
Yeah, you got.
That's why a lot of people don't think. Well, people
let's say a PT's learning now. Sometimes you've got to take the hours, but you've also got to create the lifestyle you want. You can't go 10 years of doing the same thing and say, I want this life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a
You've
lot
got
of
to
people
start
like,
shaping how you want.
like jump into fitness and personal training for example, and they think, oh yeah, I can. Oh, what are you
That's what
doing?
they think. They think it's going to be quick money.
They don't see
easy going. They don't see the
hard-
big gaps
they
you got in
don't see the
between. You've got to be good at sales.
To
lot.
be honest,
Don't see
I've
the
got 2
days
assistants. You have to pass off to other people so you can be creative on your side. That will allow you to be a better, longer term coach. For me, that's what I think anyway.
No, I agree. Totally agree.
Because if you're doing the stuff you don't need to do, then that means you're not coaching the people you need to coach.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So even an Instagram post, I don't want to be doing it.
Did you find it hard? Because obviously when you first started training us, you weren't massive on the whole social media platform. You didn't like it, yeah. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people
used to hate it.
Mate, I wasn't doing social media before.
Yeah. How did you find that transition? You were sort of going, right, I need to start putting out some good content, I need to do this, I need to do that. I remember you saying it to me in the part, but what actually doing it?
What triggered you off to do that?
It would build my character.
So it'll show your character. It'll show your character. Because you're a dope character.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, you said character. You're a dope.
Yeah.
Dope character. Dope character. It's far from.
Very wise.
Yeah, very
wise with his words.
Steered us all clear, mate. Steered us all clear.
I'll tell you why I invested my time with you, Carl. And I appreciate your time back to me. It's because I saw you. I saw myself. That's exactly what I saw. You're just years ahead of me.
Yeah. No, what do you mean?
Years.
You reckon?
Yeah, years.
Sitting in here,
Huh? Hey, silver fox, mate. My dad cursed me with these salt and pepper, mate.
I'll tell you about it.
What about you? No, I'm talking about your hairline. What about your hairline?
Oh,
No, it's not.
my hair is great,
Nah,
mate.
it's not.
Oh, my hair is great, mate. Big up Trinity. Our road to first. Hey, that's good, bro.
Nah, you know, like Sean, I've told you before, you're one of the people I prioritise my time with a lot. Like, if I know we've got a coffee break, I would never miss it. We go for it. I like all the advice you give me over the past 2 years, man.
I appreciate
It's been
it.
fucking amazing.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you.
I don't appreciate you. You just coated my hair.
I'll miss you, Rich.
And you called me Carl. You called me Carl on my own podcast.
It's my throat, mate. It's my throat.
Ricky, man.
It's okay.
No, what was I going to say? Right, the next one. How long we got on the clock?
Yeah, go ping it.
5 minutes. What is your definition of happiness? Snatches.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one.
No, it has to be a bit more. Nah, man, it has to be a bit more heartfelt than that. Your definition of happiness is it the fucking oxygen your son breathes? Is it his life? Is it your goals in work?
Just seeing my son grow and develop every day, and I see him when I wake up, when I go to bed. That's happiness. I got a bed to sleep in. I can eat. That's happiness.
Do you know what? I need to
I can
practice
train.
being grateful a lot more. I remember you told me to
I can
start doing
snatch
that
110.
before. You got to start practicing being grateful, and I didn't. For you, I'll have
so
a
hard.
day.
It's
I'll have
very
a day.
difficult
It's very hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
to be a dick
Mm.
if you're grateful.
It's very hard.
True.
It's very difficult to
But
be
does-
upset if you're grateful.
Do you not feel like how long ago was it that you started feeling grateful or started like practicing it?
When I found out that it was good for me.
See, it took, until you said it to me
It's
pretty
right.
much a couple of years back, and
It's
even
right.
still,
Did you meditate or anything?
Right.
You didn't do anything like that.
Nah.
Huh?
Meditate. I don't know. You might have to,
No,
just
no.
something that just triggered it off in this
No,
one.
just
I've been told to do that.
do you know what? So I love books. I love listening to books and things like that. People are going to listen to Callum's podcast, but whatever you do, listen to or read, do it with intent. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Same as your training.
it's
Do
the same
anything in
thing.
life with intent.
If you're passively just listening to podcasts thinking your life's going to get better, you're kidding yourself. Do it to implement it if that's what you like. So for on terms of what is happiness, courage, joy, gratitude, and respect, and then the rest sorts itself out for me.
I like that.
Then things there. Be brave, show thanks, joy, and always show respect. It's quite simple.
Mind. My definition of happiness, and I'm still working. I suppose a lot of people are working on it themselves. My own definition of happiness would be to be so content in your own skin that nothing fucking bothers you. You're just like you're working on your life and only your life. And it's all about you growing, and then you'll know it'll affect the people around you anyway. Because they'll just see you oozing this fucking happiness and this contentness.
It's not for everyone though.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It
hard.
bothers,
It's hard
it
work.
bothers
It's hard
a
work.
lot of people.
But it has to be done.
But the reality is, it gives a shit.
Yeah.
That
What if it
question
bothers
is
people?
very
Yeah, it's
hard.
true.
No, but listen, you're going to live most of your life in your head. You can't be pleasing. It
Yeah.
goes back to that kids.
All of the
You
time.
can't please them all.
Very
Have you ever seen that quote? You live a lot of time in your own head.
Yeah,
Make it
it's-
a nice place.
This is it.
Fucking
Exactly
true,
that.
innit? Yeah.
Exactly
True.
that. And if we could get that to school, but again, that's I don't know how that's gonna. There's great minds out there. I'm sure they can work something out.
Very true. Right, that is all we have time for. I've enjoyed having you both on. I
Thanks
love you
for
both to
having us,
bits. You're very good mates of mine.
Happy
This was a
birthday,
breeze.
Rowan.
Happy birthday,
Rowan.
Rowan. Go on, say you ain't give it to me yet, you tight bastard.
Follow this lovely, good-looking man here.
So if you want to follow me, and if you haven't already, I am Callum__Hickey on My Fitness Instagram, or I am Real As It Gets podcast.
Why did you put a hickey? What's that?
What?
Hickey.
Shut
You
up.
like
And if you're following him, it's Richy Dan, and if you're following Sean, it is Base Life Coaching. Give us a follow. I hope you watch this. I hope you share this. I love you all,
God
and I'll
bless.
speak to you soon. You guys, season 2. I'll see you then.
Yeah.
Yes, gents.
When